What's up, everybody? Welcome to another passive income video. Today we're going to be talking about the Stoic account on Redbubble. Many of you have seen me create that store, I would say roughly about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Honestly, I'm not even sure about the dates. You guys can go back in the older videos and take a look. The point is I created that store recently. How has it been doing? What's the deal with the sales? So let's go ahead and do a deep dive. This is how the store looked like. Here's a little screenshot. It was called Stoic Quotes. I have changed the name, and I'll explain why I've changed the name in a few minutes. But I have changed the name, and if you guys have been watching the videos, it's pretty familiar to you. I mean, this is nothing out of the ordinary. So how did it start? So let's go ahead and talk about it. What's going on with the shop? So with the shop, you guys know we had a sale within the first 18 hours, and I actually made a video about that, documenting it. I was very excited about that sale, and I didn't picture it. I didn't think it was going to happen that quick. And within the first opening of the store, like I said, within 18 hours, we got our first sale. And I was doing it with Redbubble. Excuse me, not with Redbubble, sorry, with Redbubble. Obviously, the store is on Redbubble, but I was using Instagram. I was using Instagram automation, specifically the bot here from igbots.org, called the Optimal Bot. Speaking of igbots.org, quick little announcement. I've been talking with their support, and they actually said they're releasing a Redbubble tool coming out soon. That it's going to be a monthly tool, like a monthly payment, which I'm very excited for. And and they're also releasing a few other tools. They're releasing an Amazon tool. They're releasing an Adobe stock tool, like another Instagram tool. They're just releasing a whole bunch of different cool stuff. I'm super excited for it. You guys know I'm definitely going to feature that kind of content on the YouTube channel. If you guys want to keep following that kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe, make sure you tune in. But you guys know the deal, okay? You guys see here the photos on the right side. We have 3 followers, 9 favorites, and 1 product sold. And this is kind of how the account kind of stayed. Now, speaking of the 3 followers, the 9 favorites, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to the people who have been following the account, which are the 3 followers. They are people who watch the YouTube channel. I'm not sure about the second one, the Lazy Happiness store, but I know for a fact the other 2 stores are following the YouTube channel, so I want to give a shout out to them. Let me go ahead and actually make this screen bigger. I don't know why it wasn't bigger before. Can I go ahead and make this bigger? I don't even know how to do this. Slideshow. There we go. The store is called Gascony Passion. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, by the way. And the other store is called Owl Pronounce That, or Owl Pronounce. So shout out to you guys. I highly recommend, if you guys are watching, check out their stores. You might find something that you like. I know they have some really good designs over there. And one of the designs I really like is one of the patterns on the Gascony Passion store. I can't remember exactly, but if you guys want to go ahead and check them out, go give them a check out. Go look at their stuff, buy their stuff if you want to, and support your fellow Redbubble store members. But shout out to them. They're my 3 followers on the Redbubble store, and we got 9 likes. So some of those likes, I believe, came from the followers. And I think 1 or 2 of the likes started off coming out from the public, the Redbubble public, which is great, But I don't quote me on that because I'm honestly not too sure. But that's kind of how the store started. And then things took a turn in the past 48 hours. But before that, there was like a dark period. There was no interaction, no engagement, no sales, no nothing for that period. And I took a screenshot here to show you guys, and we actually boosted up to 7 sales. Now, what actually happened was I switched up the marketing strategy on Instagram. I started switching up, instead of going for followers or likes or engagement, I started targeting like kind of odd accounts, and I started noticing that the traffic was going up dramatically. So I said, you know what, let me give this a shot. Let's see what happens. And like I said, things were quiet for a few days before the last 48 hours. And then, I switched up the kind of the strategy, like I said, with the targeting during that quiet period. And then we got a period of 6 sales in the last 48 hours. And the reason why I say roughly is because it's not exactly 48 hours. You guys will see here within the sales proof. So what I did was I took a screenshot. The screenshot of the email is on the bottom here. The reason why I am blurring out the name is because I'm actually switching the name of the store. And you guys could see here, even though they're small sales, it's nothing crazy. We have 2 sales from Germany and 1 sale from the UK, I believe. And that was just today. Those are part of the 3 sales. The other sale that came in today was about 5:30 a.m., something like that. These are from 3 p.m., so 3:16, 3:26, and 3:44 p.m. And you could see here the numbers align here. We have 2 days ago, a day ago, 11 days ago, 11 hours ago. And then we have 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago, an hour ago. Obviously, depending on when I record this, when I release it, there's going to be some changes, but you guys kind of get the point. Now, these sales, obviously, like I said, it's not $1 million in sales, but it's something. It's something to show the speed of the sales coming in from the store. Now, by no means am I breaking any kind of records. I'm sure there are people within the first week probably got triple the amount of sales I got, but I'm just kind of here to share what I've been kind of experiencing with the whole Redbubble thing with this specific store. And like I said, I'm actually going to change things up, where since this store is actually generating me some good quality sales here, and I haven't really been dialed in on it, it's time to change things up for the future. And so where do we go from here? So I'll kind of talk about that. So my goal is to hit 130 designs on that specific store by the end of this month. That's my goal. I don't have any sales goals, and I'll explain what I mean by that. Some people might say, what do you mean you don't have any sales goals? Meaning you don't want to make any sales? That's not the case. I would love to make sales, but I don't have a specific goal for sales. I'm not going to, kill myself over a certain number of sales, right? I don't get any brownie points for getting sales in the first month. It's really not about the first month. And in fact, it's not about the sales. It's about the hard work that you put in. And so that's why I want to put in a lot of work every single month, and I want that to be my goal. And that's why I say here in all caps, I only have work goals. So for me, I don't care about the results right now. I care about the effort. I care about the work that I'm putting in so that the results can come later down the line. And that's kind of the whole concept of this YouTube channel, where I talk about autopilot passive income. In order for income to come in autopilot formation, it needs to actually be piloted. It needs to be controlled in the beginning. It needs to be set up. Same way like an actual pilot. In order for them to take that airplane and put it in autopilot mode, well, it has to be up in the air. It has to be calibrated. It has to, have, the tank of gas filled up. It has to have everything perfect, ready to go for that liftoff, for that takeoff, right? And so for me, I'm focused on the work. 2022 is coming up. I'm only focusing on work. I'm not caring about any results. I'm not caring about any numbers. As Gary Vee says, close your eyes and wake up when you're 30 or something like that. In this case, I'm going to close my eyes until 2022 is over. And I've said this before. I actually put up a poll about, I would say a month and a half ago, where I said, guys, we have about 400 days left until the end of 2022. And I said, it's either go hard or go home, basically. And that's kind of my goal, is that I want to look back at the year 2022 and say, I gave it all I absolutely could. And that's why I'm starting early here in 2021, about a month and a half early. Obviously, I've been going hard at 2022 since before 2022 started. And the reason why, honestly, guys, for this is I lacked energy, I lacked focus, I lacked success in the first half of 2021. Now, not from a sales perspective, but from an effort perspective. And that's why, honestly, I regret that. And I don't want to go back in time when I'm much older and say I wasted a lot of time when I was younger. So 2022 is coming, and I'm not focusing on the money at all. I'm focused on the success. I'm focused on the effort. I'm focused on the hours in the gym. You guys know what I mean. In my case, it's not really the gym, it's the office, but you know what I mean. The bedroom, the office, the basement, whatever it is, on the computer, basically. Getting the work done, getting the passive income done. And it really is not about passive income. Like I said, it's about the work. So I want to release certain courses. I want to release free courses. I want to release paid courses. And speaking of courses, we'll talk about that in just a few minutes, but that's kind of why I'm changing up the title of, or changing up the store. So the store, I'm going to expand on it, the Stoic store, but it's not going to be just Stoic quotes. I'm actually going to be expanding to different levels of quotes, but since the store is actually making money, it's an asset now. And this is just the beginning, so I can't really publicize it that much. I can't put it out there, and more importantly, I can't show what works actually get sales, because not all of them will, of course. So I do have to keep that relatively private if I want to actually push the store to its success and receive 10 stores this year that create, income. My goal is to create more shops with the exact same promo methods and regulations. When I say regulations and promo methods, let's talk about what I mean. So, when I say regulations, I'm talking about the requirements that I put on myself as a person. And the first one is to optimize for every unit on Redbubble. I've said this before. This was one of my biggest tips I've ever put out, which is, even though it's not a big deal as a tip, guys, it's important. And the reason why I say it's important is because every single piece that you have for a specific design needs to look good on that specific design. So if you have a hoodie, if you have a t-shirt, if you have a poster, if you have a mug, if you have I was going to say calendar, but on Redbubble you don't sell calendars. If you have a shower curtain, duvet cover, whatever product you're selling on Redbubble, make sure your design is optimized for it and it looks good on it, because you never know what the consumer is going to buy, okay? The next thing, create IG accounts and promote each Redbubble store. I mean, why not? That's been working for me so far. It's been working really good for me in every other industry. If, not even just Redbubble, but Merch by Amazon. I remember the days when the sales would go lower. I'd run the IG bot for 2 days, and the sales would go up to 10 units in 1 day. Now, granted, Amazon is a completely different platform. It's more trusted. It's got more authority. Everybody knows about Amazon, but not as many people know about Redbubble, so it's a little bit different, right? But then again, as a platform, it's a great place to be, and the Instagram bot helps us with that process. I'm actually really excited for the Redbubble bot that's going to come out, or not even bot, but tool that they mentioned. I'm not really sure what it does or what it is. We've yet to find out. They're going to release it soon, so hopefully we find out about that soon. I'm really excited. I will leave a link in the description to the strategy that I've been doing. If you guys want to see that video, I believe it was the video titled How I Got My First Sale or something like that. I'll just leave that link in the description box down below. It's essentially how I got the sale within 18 hours, okay, of that product. The next strategy I have is a tagging for an SEO process. So when I tag products, guys, on Redbubble, I keep in mind SEO. And what SEO is for the long term. I want people on Google to search for my product and find it. And I want them to buy just from searching it on Google. And I'm actually adding a course, and it will be the first link in the description, or the second link in the description. I'm adding a course that I'm going to be releasing soon, and I'm probably going to honestly release it tomorrow. It's not, if you guys are watching this today, on the day that this video posts, you're probably not going to see the link in the description for the course, but it is coming out soon, and I'm going to be constantly adding to it, and it's all about tagging. It's all about tagging. It's all about SEO. It's all about that kind of concept, trending, things like that. So you guys will see the course. I don't really need to talk too much about it now, because obviously I'm not trying to sell it now. The course is not out. It's probably going to be out by tomorrow, okay? And by the way, I will keep adding content to the course. It's not like, the content is just going to stay there. There's going to be like a little box in the course where people can request more content for, as long as it pertains to the content of the course. The next thing I like to do is I like to tag for Redbubble success. So you guys know Redbubble gives you a lot of leeway, a lot of space to add as many tags. Not as many tags as you want, but significant. I think it was 50. I could be wrong, but you can add a lot of tags on Redbubble. And a lot of them I like to do for SEO, but some I like to do for Redbubble as well. I do like to sometimes cash in on the trends. Now, not all trends are, cash worthy. I mean, some are, hellbound, meaning they're copyrighted, they're trademarked, and we don't want to deal with stuff like that. But like I said, I explained this in the course. The course will be coming out soon. But some are what I call organic trends, which just means like a healthy trend to be in. It's a little word that I made up. But, once again, if you guys haven't seen the course, then you're not going to really have the context behind it. But then again, just keep in mind that my strategy is some of the tags I use are for SEO, some I use for Redbubble. The next thing is I title. I pay attention to my titles, what I'm actually titling the product. The title is ridiculously important, not only for Redbubble, but for Google. I mean, you're telling essentially the world what that product is, and that title is searchable, okay? Not only on Redbubble, but once again on Google. And finally, something that I really, really learned, and I keep this as not a regulation, but I keep it close to my heart when I do these designs on Redbubble, is that they don't have to be amazing. They don't have to be champion designs. They don't have to be 10 out of 10s. But they just can't be bad. That's really all it is. They don't have to be phenomenal. They don't have to be, if the best way I could describe it is, they don't have to be A-list celebrities. They could be C-list. They could be B-list. They just can't be F-list. You know what I'm saying? They just can't be terrible. They can't be absolutely, garbage. But they could be decent. They don't have to be amazing. They don't have to be Dwayne The Rock Johnson or Scarlett Johansson. They could be like a C-list celebrity, which I can't even think of a C-list celebrity, but you guys can go for it. Okay? Once again, in order to be successful, designs don't have to be amazing. They just can't be bad. And so I believe that's the end. Yep, that's the end to the presentation here. And that's kind of exactly what's been going on with the store. I do, like I said, plan on keeping it relatively private now, since that it's been succeeding. I'm going to change up the title of the Redbubble store name. And obviously, I can't say exactly which designs are succeeding. But, at the same time, since this is going to be a Redbubble, a lot of content on Redbubble, we're going to be talking about, different products that have made me sales. And I'm actually going to show off, not show off, but I'm going to showcase some of the designs that have made me sales in the past. On merch, since I don't sell on merch anymore. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace out. Bye. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.